Hey, it's Dr. Nuesse from EasyDOTphysicals.com, back again with another video. A little bit of an update here on the potential, again, rescheduling of marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. This is from the Wall Street Journal. I actually read this on marijuanamoment.net. They kind of gave a summary, but this is about the potential for the DEA to be resistant to the HHS recommendation to reschedule marijuana. So maybe a little bit of controversy here. Before I get into it, I want to remind everyone that if you are concerned about passing an upcoming drug test, two things are very important. Home drug testing. I will leave my preferred home drug tests in the description box below. And also, please visit exploroacademy.com to give yourself the best chance to pass an upcoming drug test. All right, so I'll read you the highlights here. According again to the Wall Street Journal, people, in quotes, people familiar with the matter say that certain DEA officials are disputing the scientific findings from the HHS that led it to recommend moving marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Now again, these are sources or people familiar with the matter, so this is not coming directly from the DEA. All the DEA has said so far is that they are open-minded and are weighing the evidence and are going to make their findings whenever they feel that they are comfortable. So they haven't given any more information. These are sources that are familiar with the matter. So this may or may not be true, but it was printed in the Wall Street Journal. So the article further goes on to say that the DEA officials are also unconvinced by the health agency's conclusion that cannabis hold a certain medical value, and that they are also concerned about issues related to the increase in THC potency. So really this boils down to two things. They are concerned or not convinced that marijuana holds any medical value, even based on HHS's recommendation. And also they are concerned about the safety of marijuana because of the increase in THC potency. And again, they made it very clear, the DEA, and they have gone on record and said this, that they hold the final authority. So basically how this process worked was President Biden recommended that the HHS take a look and see if marijuana should be rescheduled, again, based on the science. HHS then did an investigation, did everything that they needed to do, ran the science, and then did make a recommendation to the DEA that marijuana should be rescheduled, and they decided that marijuana should be rescheduled from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, but all they can do is make a recommendation. Again, the DEA stresses that they hold the final authority, and they can basically do whatever they want. They can go along with HHS's recommendation, or they cannot. And again, this report, at least according to these sources, maybe casts a little bit of a shadow over the possibility of this actually happening. So certainly there are going to be health, and health should be the primary concern, the primary driver for the decision by the DEA. The safety of marijuana and whether it holds any medical value, those should be the top two, but there are other considerations that the DEA do have to consider. So things like how rescheduling from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 will affect state laws that are already in place. There are already states that have medical marijuana laws. There are already states where it is fully legal, and the DEA, the federal government, just kind of at this point is taking a hands-off approach to those states. Rescheduling from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Schedule 3 are all prescription drugs. They require a prescription, a medical prescription, to be able to obtain and use them. So how will that affect states where it is completely legal, where you can just go into a shop and buy it? Will those laws then have to be changed? Will the federal laws supersede those state laws? That is something that they certainly have to unpack as well. And beyond this, some have also suggested that rescheduling marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 would also potentially violate international treaty obligations that the U.S. has. So they've got to unpack all of that as far as their relationships with other countries, as well as the federal government's relationship with their own states. So there's a lot to unpack here. Health, legal, etc. This is an ongoing saga. I don't know if it's going to end anytime soon. I will continue to make updates anytime I hear anything. Again, this is basically all just speculation at this point, but I thought it was worthy enough for a video. Like this video, subscribe, let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below, and until next time, everybody, stay safe.